What's up, everyone? I'm CrocFit Steve, and today we are taking a swing at Thrill of the Fight 2. This is a VR boxing game and it is currently in beta access as of now, and it is focused entirely on multiplayer. I've jumped into the ring to test it out. I'm here to share my first impressions. Let's get into it. Right from the start, the game gets you set up quickly. When you launch into the game, you're prompted with a standard agreement form and then calibration for your height and arm reach. I played the game twice now, and this process has happened both times, so it seems that it will be there every time you start up the game. But it only takes 10 seconds, so it's really not a big deal. From there, you land on a menu where you can choose to either fight a ranked match, host or find a lobby, practice, or customize your character. It's very simple and easy to navigate, which I do appreciate. The mechanics are straightforward but really effective. You have gloves on your hands, and every movement you make in real life is translated into the game. It feels realistic, probably as close as real boxing as you can get without strapping on some haptic gloves. You can bob, weave, and dodge punches, which adds to the immersion. The tracking felt great, and being able to dodge an opponent's punch and counter with your own really adds to the intensity. Multiplayer is all we have right now, as this game is in beta. I tried the standard matchmaking system and I didn't have much luck. Maybe it's only for playing with friends, I don't really know yet. But however, I did have no issues with the ranked matches. The first 5 matches that you play will be unranked to let you practice, which is a nice touch. Once I got into ranked, the experience was smooth and I didn't notice any lag. The matches are intense, you're constantly strategizing, outmaneuvering your opponent, and trying to land a perfect punch. It's incredibly competitive and immersive. Speaking of immersion, Thrill of the Fight 2 does an excellent job at making you feel like you are actually in the ring. After just one match, which was 3 2-minute rounds, I was drenched in sweat and woke up sore the next day. I would like to see improvements in the animations. For example, when I landed hard punches, I wasn't sure if they were affecting my opponent. I saw some orange flashes, which I assumed meant I was the one getting hit hard, and twice I saw a bright white flash, which I again assumed that I was being very close to being knocked out. Adding more visual cues like cuts, bruises, maybe a staggering animation would help communicate the impact of the punches better. It's still in beta, so I'm hopeful these details will be addressed in the future updates. And even though I thought I was losing with these animations, I was actually the winner at the end, and that's where I like to see better translation of animations from my impacts and their impacts and so forth. There's 2 ways to play, and let's get into that. So there's room scale, and then there's the stick movement. Room scale is great if you have the space, as it lets you physically move around the room, your actual room, and that translates into you moving around the ring. I had to stick with the stick movement because I limited space, and it worked fine for me. However, I know that smooth turning, which is what it uses, what can cause motion sickness for some players. So if you got the space, I say try room scale, and if you don't, try the stick movement, and hey, it might not make you sick, especially if you're used to VR. For me, it works fine. For you, it may not, but I say give it a try either way. In other first impressions, I've heard some complaints about the customization, and I actually have a differing opinion of that. I think that the customization is great. You can tweak almost every aspect of your character's face. I mean, everything. Though the hairstyle options are pretty limited right now, that should be probably a change in the future. I assume they will be. There's some locked gear, which hints to either upcoming updates or maybe potential DLC that you can purchase. We'll see as time goes on. Overall, it's a very good start, and I'm looking forward to see what else gets added in the near future. For the beta, Thrill of the Fight 2, in my opinion, runs impressively smooth. There is a message when you get in the game, maybe potential tracking issues. I didn't notice that from me, but there must be some sort of tracking issues that were reported as bugs. I will say the one thing that felt off was how the game calculated my punching power in the practice mode. It said my left hand was much stronger than my right, which in real life that does not translate. My right hand is definitely not even close. It's much stronger than my left hand. But in the game, it was the total opposite. Hopefully, this will get fine-tuned as the beta progresses. We'll see. So that's my first impression of Thrill of the Fight 2. It's immersive, intense, and a serious workout. If you are into competitive VR experiences or just want to test your skills in the ring, this is definitely one to play. I'll keep an eye out for updates and revisit the game when it's closer to full release. I'm still going to keep playing because it's extremely fun. You get to fight actual real people, not bots. So if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and or like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Tell me what your experience is if you've played the game. Tell me if you're going to buy the game. What are you excited about in the future for the game? And also let me know what other games you might want me to review. And as always, keep it crocking.